Juice takes a spill as Hikuleo sends a violent message. I'm Chris Charlton, and this is Finish Strong for the week of August the 27th, 2021. This week on NJPW Strong, the summer struggle came to an end in the USA on Friday night as shockwaves continued to be felt from Resurgence a couple of weeks ago at the Torture LA Coliseum. One of those shockwaves surrounded the foundation of a brand new faction on Friday nights. The Stray Dog Army of Bateman, Mysterioso, and Barrett Brown took to the ring for the first time as a unit in the dark match of Resurgence and were united for the first time before the cameras here tonight as they took on Wheeler Yuta, Adrian Quest, and the DKC. As might be expected, Brown jumped Adrian Quest to start the match fast, but Quest brought intensity by the fistful and a Mystica into a Magistral. The panicked Brown was quick to tag out to Bateman, who himself got frustrated by Wheeler Yuta, before Mysterioso got the upper hand on the DKC, who was isolated until a big one-legged dropkick. As the match broke down in the end, Brown was in trouble, but a tag into Bateman saw this as a kill, and the Stray Dog Army pick up the win. In singles action, Alexander James, fresh off his debut victory against Kevin Knight, took on Karl Fredericks. Fredericks certainly has his hands full already after being called out by Will Ospreay at Resurgence, but in the meantime faced a man who wanted to test his mettle against the prime LA Dojo graduate. So it was that James tested Fredericks' grappling ability early before the two traded hard chops and elbows. A Fredericks high cross put him in control, but a big boot from James led to the technical master stretching Fredericks' arm and shoulder with a bow and arrow. Achilles hold followed, but Karl was able to fire up with strikes. A lariat from James would rock the Alpha Wolf, and a crossface drove Fredericks to the rope, but a red cord elbow was denied, leading to a spinebuster and the MD, giving Karl Fredericks a key victory. But tonight would see a chaotic main event, as Team Filthy, Joel Nelson, Royce Isaacs, JR Kratos, and the strong openweight champion, Tom Lawlor, took on Lawlor's number one contender, Leo Rush, Brody King, Chris Dickinson, and Juice Robinson. Having his first match on NJPW Strong for quite some time, Lawlor would start with Rush, who outquicked the champion early before tagging in Brody King to tackle JR Kratos and pick up on some long-standing issues. The pace stayed high as Juice would tag in to target Kratos' arm, but the most feared would send all four of his opponents flying, hurling Rush into King and then setting to work on Juice. Lawlor would join in the torture on Robinson with cattle mutilation before a big suplex from Kratos. It was a mugging for Juice Robinson out on the floor and in the ring until Robinson's teammates finally had seen enough and all hell would break loose. Kratos would want to slam on the concrete floor, but Robinson was able to escape, and a black hole slam from Big Bad Brody King would leave its mark on the most feared. Cannonballs would follow to Nelson, but a powerbomb pin would be broken up, and as things got chaotic, Lawlor would get squashed and bodies would fly. In the end, Rush would baseball slide Lawlor and hit Rush Air on Nelson in one smooth movement, leading to a DVD and the STF for the win by Chris Dickinson. It was all smiles for Dickinson and his teammates, including Juice Robinson. But then,
well, that's great, because I'm here in New Japan Strong to go. Yeah, you're back. This is my show.
Hikuleo is not willing to forgive the flash pinfall by Juice over the Young Gun at Resurgence, and this issue is far from over as Juice was sent crashing through a table backstage. That issue is sure to continue to develop over the coming weeks on NJPW Strong, is now finally welcoming fans across the United States in the coming months. September 25th and 26th, Autumn Attack in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, will see the self-proclaimed real-world heavyweight champion, Will Ospreay, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, the King, Minoru Suzuki, Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, El Phantasmo, and many, many more. Do not miss your chance to watch Strong live in Dallas-Fort Worth. or indeed as we return to the legendary 2300 Arena, October the 16th and 17th. That's it. We've finished strong for another week. Until next time, go kigenyo, sayonara.